5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyk Farm Outfitters. Now that we're into harvest, it's time to think about what's next on each of your fields. For some, that means cover crops. Whether it's to help with weed pressure or erosion control, boost soil health, or if you need something for cow chow, we can help. We're seeding everything from simple rye covers to more exotic mixes and even winter wheat. So if you're shorthanded and don't feel like you can get anything seeded, just give us a call and we can help. Find us at BoykFarmOutfitters.com to get in touch. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Do you want boots that actually feel good on your feet? Meindl delivers premium German-engineered comfort, brought to you right here from Nebraska. Built tough for trails, fields, and everyday wear, and backed by Meindl's Comfort Promise, so you can try them on with confidence. Use promo code THETICKET at MeindlUSA.com, spelled MEINDL, for free shipping. That's MeindlUSA.com. Meindl, comfort you have to feel to believe.
Gary Michaels Clothier's 42nd anniversary sale is happening now. Our entire new fall inventory of suits, sport coats, sweaters, slacks, outerwear, footwear, all now marked up to 42% off. Don't miss your opportunity to save big on brands like Marcello, Bugatti, Jack Victor, Heritage Gold, Alberto, and Zanella. It's Gary Michaels' 42nd anniversary sale going on now through October 18th. Gary Michaels Clothier's 56th and Pine Lake, right here in Lincoln.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. Schwieso Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwieso Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwieso.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Hi, I'm Sarai, your personal banker here at Midwest Bank. I'm proud to serve our community in English and in Espanol because everyone deserves a banker who understands them. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we're celebrating the traditions, values, and dreams that make our community strong. Whether you're opening your first account, planning for the future, or growing your business, estoy aquí para ayudarle a alcanzar sus metas. I'm here to help you reach your goals. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Hamann Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Hamann, when only the best will do.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert. Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good! Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, Nick, I woke up this morning and I feel pretty good.
Okay.
But there was a lot of songs in my head for no reason. When you look at my Instagram story, you're like, AD, where in the world did this song come from? I posted it on my way here, just left the gym.
Okay.
And Bruce Hornsby, that's just the way it is. I have no idea why that song was in my head. That's Nick, you know that song? You've heard it before, I know.
I'm sure I do.
It has one of the coldest, at least it's going to oxymoron when I say cold and fire at the same time. But it's one of the coolest intros ever of a song, man. Starts off with the piano, then a little beat starts kicking in. And that's where Tupac got his beat from. For that, his song, That's Just the Way It Is.
I was going to say, I think that's the one I know.
Yeah, you probably know Pac. Well, it's that same beat.
Okay.
So the royalties he was paying Hornsby is just like ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, man, I don't know why that song was in my head, man. I was playing it while I was working out.
Oh, okay.
Not Tupac. I was playing Hornsby.
The Hornsby one. How is the back feeling, by the way?
You know, bro.
Are we lifting?
Yeah, I'm lifting. I stepped up the weight a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm still, I'm not doing anything with legs yet.
Sure.
He says, you don't want to mess with that. But in November, I want to give a shout out to Freeman. Dr. Freeman, I appreciate you, brother. The only thing about Jeff Freeman, he be always asking, if he gets sometimes I got some back issues, and he's telling me he's going golf. What do you got at noon? I'm like,
that'd be nice.
I'm like, Doc, you keep forgetting. Oh. And he goes out there and stripes it well. So Freeman, I appreciate you. And of course, our buddy Shunkwiler, man, Kyle, I appreciate you, man. Just the treatments and obviously Dr. Livingston, here at Lincoln, man, those guys they're awesome people through this whole back journey. But no, Nick, I feel good, man. It's a blessing to feel good. It's like my dad would always say, man, if you don't got your health, you got one problem, your health. If you got your health, you know what, you're good. But if you don't got your health, man, it's brutal. So it feels good to feel good. But to you, Nick, I'm just going to say to you though, man, you're striping the ball. You're doing some amazing things.
Okay, thank you.
How does it feel, Nick, to know that your golf game has just evolved? Because when I first met you, Nick, we started golfing. I mean, I'm like, okay, this is a cool little dude.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
You were there for my personality, not because of the golf.
Yeah. I can golf with pretty much
friendship,
anybody. Yeah, it was friendship and brotherhood. And I was like, man, the guy's really, we all struggle with our drivers, but you were really struggling you had a bad relationship with your driver.
Yeah.
Now you're shaping the ball.
I wouldn't say shaping it.
Yeah,
but
you're shaping it.
Okay. I maybe I'm golfing too much to where I've gotten a lot of practice.
Hey, but you know what, Nick? At least for me, sometimes when I was golfing a lot,
yeah,
the scores would kind of get kind of all over the place.
Now, granted, I will say this, I guess, to that point, I hadn't golfed in, a month and a half. Month. It's been a month since then, since I was able to golf. So, actually a month exactly to today. So yeah, no, went out to Firethorn with a client and stuff, and had a great time and
fired an 82
shot
at
80
Firethorn.
Shot in 82.
That's D1.
No, it's not.
Bro, Firethorn is D1 golf.
The course is
You shoot
D1.
at 82 anywhere is good, but you shoot 82 at Firethorn.
Yeah,
that you're playing some decent golf right there.
Yeah, I mean, and there's I should have broke 80. I mean, I understand how snobbish that sounds. I should have broke 80. I should have. There's two shots that were left out there. One of them, my tee shot at number 18. I didn't slice it. I just
pulled it a little
bit. I
bit.
just didn't follow through, and I kind of pushed it off to the right a little bit, and it was in play still. It just was in the weeds. And so I had to pull it out because I had to drop, and then the first hole my approach was real bad, and then my chip to the green was real bad too.
And that 18th green is not easy.
The 18th green is not
It's
easy.
not easy.
There's the shot of the day, and the people that I was golfing with will tell you the shot of the day for me was number 3. I told you this before par 5. I was about 195 yards out, and I drew a 7-iron into it, and I landed it to about 4 feet for an eagle putt. Missed the 4-foot eagle downhill putt.
One-eyed Ray said, "Aren't you supposed to golf poorly to land the client?"
Client's already landed.
Hey,
it was improved rating.
Okay, now One-eyed Ray. Good morning, brother. David Freehoff, what's up, DF? He goes, I don't care comment from Swim.
Yeah.
A buddy of ours, you know Tom Massey.
I do.
Tom is one of the funniest dudes you're ever gonna meet, man. Tom will golf with clients, and I've played with very few people who are as good as he is.
Yeah.
They say, you know what, I'm just going to shoot about a 78 today and call it good.
Wow.
And go and shoot a 78. And I will literally see him taper off if he's getting too low with people. He does, but there was one particular individual who will remain nameless, a former Husker. And I'd never seen Tom go on his own like this, because this cat was talking a lot of trash. And Massey goes, Massey, you know how Massey had his looks around? He goes, I'm not going to say what he said on the air. He goes, watch this, AD. He went into a freaking zone.
That must be nice. See,
because this guy kept poking the bear.
Yeah,
and Massey's like, okay.
To one I raised point or a comment is like, I can't control my game, so I very well could have shot a 98 yesterday and not been surprised.
Yeah,
and I would not have been surprised to say the least.
But when you're handicappers like us,
yeah,
we just kind of do what we got to do to kind of keep it manageable.
Yeah,
when you're those low single digit handicap guys, they're single digits for a reason.
Oh, absolutely.
They know how to work the ball. Even when I play with my son Keenan now, his office, he's got 3 golf simulators outside.
Yeah,
his
it must be nice.
Door.
Yeah,
but Keenan will work the ball, check the ball. I told you, to get his PGA membership, what he had to shoot, he had to par out 8 straight holes. He had to par out. He could not miss.
That's ridiculous.
He just went to his own, man. But nevertheless,
yeah,
Nick,
I was thrilled. I mean, there was a streak in the back 9 where I think I had parred 5 straight.
Okay, when you do that, Nick, do you know you're doing it and kind of go, crap, don't mess it up, or you just going to go?
That's so Jake. I was telling Jake, like, because Jake knows me as a golfer and stuff, and like Jake is way better than I am. But anyway, like he goes, Nick, you had a chance on number 18 to break 80. You had a chance to break 80. And I was like, but I didn't know it at the time. And he's like, well, you don't know where you're at? And I'm like, no, I just write it down because I know better than to like score watch. And because if I know, so 82, that's my best score, best round ever. I've gotten it
at the hardest course in the city.
I've gotten it 3 times this year, 82. I've not been able to break 82. But I was like, if I know that I'm on the fringe of like 82 or 80 in this case, like it was yesterday, I'm going to start pressing.
Yeah, you don't want to think about it. It's kind of like when you start reading your own newspaper clippings,
yeah,
and then you start doing things uncharacteristic. And but that's a fun round to shoot.
It was fun.
Nick, it's like I said, folks, we got a full show for you today on this wonderful rainy Wednesday morning, but I'm not too concerned about the rain. It actually feels good to be cooler outside. You know what, Nick? In the weight room this morning, okay, there's 2 individuals that have inspired me for years. There's Mr. Sapp, Lonnie Sapp. He's been a longtime LPS teacher. He taught at Southwest High School for years. He's 70, almost 73 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay?
And then there's Curtis Craig. It's Roger Craig's older brother. He played here at Nebraska as well. He's 71. Now, Nick, the text line can't see it. But, Nick, when you see these guys, man, that's 73 and 71 for you.
My goodness.
Them dudes look like they're They look like they're probably 55, 60 years old.
Yeah.
Curtis Craig is still shredded. Mr. Sapp is 73 years old, still in great shape, shredded. Squats, bench presses, all that stuff. So every time I'm in the weight room, when I see those guys, this morning we actually chatted it up a little bit. And I remember Curtis when he worked at Lincoln Southeast for security, and just massive dude, bigger than Roger. And he goes, yeah, and I got older. He goes, I realized I didn't need, to carry that much, just mass anymore. Sure. But it's just inspiring to see dudes like that
that are still taking care of themselves. And so when I was there, I was like, AD, you got to dig a little deeper this morning, man. These guys are old enough to be your
But
dad.
you did just have back surgery a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so I toned it down, but I'm like, these guys are literally old enough to be your dad.
Yeah.
And they're in great shape and just phenomenal. And Curtis, man, good gosh. He's just a specimen.
They're just over there deadlifting.
I didn't see him deadlifting, but Mr. Sapp, he still squats. I'm talking
No
about
way.
I'm talking about, we call them naked squats. I ain't talking about the machine,
Yeah.
the Smith machine. No,
Yeah.
he's naked squats still.
No pad.
No pad.
Wow, that's the way to truly do it. Is and like we actually got. I mean, there was strict conversations about it in high school for us on the team and stuff. Like if you use the roll to like pad in the shoulders instead of just going straight bar, no, it doesn't count.
We called it something else in Nebraska. I
Exactly,
can't say.
exactly. I'm sure, right?
Get that pad off your traps.
That's
Grow
it.
some traps, and that's all the padding you need.
Yeah.
So
if it's nice in that little groove back there, it's nice. You put your shoulders like this, and there's a groove that opens up that you can put the bar to rest in between your bones.
Boy, that's what I say. Hey, you got to create the cushion yourself. If you don't got the cushion, you ain't in here enough.
That's good.
Yep.
Create the cushion.
Create the cushion, baby.
I
So
hate squats.
Them
though.
traps are up there. Yeah, you didn't have to worry about that. You had to create the cushion. So,
Yeah.
But no, it was good to see those guys there. Nick, this is totally off sketch. Nothing I even sent you this morning. Mike McCarthy has been out for a year, and they've been, the former Green Bay Packers coach, the former Cowboys coach. He has been one of the ones on the hot list potentially for the Titans.
Yeah, Titans got to get it right. I mean,
Nick, when they made that unceremonious move to get rid of Vrabel, and Vrabel was pissed off when they traded AJ Brown to Philly. You can see
that's kind of started everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it was like it was the beginning of the end. Nick, they haven't sniffed a lot. I mean, they were decent last year.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What are they?
They weren't. No, they weren't.
2 years ago.
I would say they were decent 2 years
2
ago. They
years
weren't
ago.
good last year.
Last year they were terrible.
They got the number one overall pick.
Right. When they got the quarterback, and I think one thing that didn't sit well with the young man's name, the starting quarterback for them, young man of Miami, their quarterback,
Cam Ward.
When he called Cam Ward out, I knew that wasn't going to go well. I'm thinking, he's going to be there a lot longer than you're going to be there.
I mean, Tennessee's shaping up to have another, top 5 pick. This is where it's going to be really interesting to see what they do, because it's going to be, if Cam Ward doesn't have a good enough rookie year, it's going to be interesting to see how an organization like the Tennessee Titans, who consistently get it wrong, how they draft. Because while maybe some of the buzz around some of the top quarterbacks that were expected to go in the first round has dwindled and subsided a little bit, Drew Allar's obviously hurt. Arch Manning isn't necessarily having the year we expected. While all of that is true, teams talk themselves into doing a lot of stupid stuff. And there's a way to hear where Tennessee could either trade back and get somebody that they actually need, or if Cam Ward doesn't do well, that's a lot of money to eat and draft a quarterback for the second year in a row. It is a fascinating conversation to have, because as it stands right now, the Tennessee Titans are going to be a team that picks in the top 5-10 picks. And so, without your head coach, if he wants his guy in there, if he doesn't feel like he can win with Cam Ward, they have to get it right, because this was a quick trigger on Brian Callahan,
it was
man.
Very quick, man.
Quick trigger on Brian Callahan, especially when you just drafted what you expect and what you want to be your franchise player.
Nick, Easton Freeze, I was reading this article yesterday afternoon. I thought was interesting. I forgot to send it to you, but I knew you were swinging the sticks. I didn't want to disturb you on that.
That's okay.
Easton Freeze from Yahoo Sports. Some of the names he mentioned, but one in particular, there was Flores, Robert Sale, of course, Jim Schwartz. I was surprised to see Jim Schwartz doing this, but Steve Sarkisian. And he says here, plenty of college coaches have been eyeing transition to the NFL in the wake of NIL changing the game. And I've heard more than one whisper about Sark being among them.
I just don't. I don't know how you do that. I think Sark in Texas is one of the best college jobs to have. Now, if Texas, they won the Red River rivalry this last weekend.
He absolutely had to win that game.
Needed to win it big time. But like I think Texas is a spot to where there is plenty of money, and you're not scrounging for resources, and you're not scrounging for additional, donors and people that to provide money for you. So I just don't know, like, as cushy as college jobs can be, I think Texas could be the cushiest. And
if you're winning.
If you're a win, yeah, of course. But what did Tennessee just show? I mean,
yeah,
it is not easy to go in and just win in the NFL. And I don't know if Sark is that good of an on-field coach to go into the NFL and win.
It's a different beast.
It's a different beast, and you're dealing with different types of people. These are guys that are now 5 years older, making even more than the money that you're talking about in the college
He's
game.
grown men.
And so I don't know, like, once again, no coaches anywhere, college or professional, have job security, have ultimate job security. But it feels like there's a hell of a lot less at a place like Tennessee.
I thought that was interesting, Nick. Some of the other names, of course, was Sarkisian, Jim Schwartz, who is now, he's with Cleveland.
That's right.
He's with Cleveland. Robert Sale, of course, who's with the 49ers right now. That was almost squared up against somebody about 3 weeks ago that came at him. He's like, man, I will knock you out.
Yeah.
It was surprising with Brian Flores, though, with some of the history he's got.
Well, I think he was wrongfully terminated. In all honesty, I think he was wrongfully terminated. They had the whole situation go down with him in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's kind of continued to make his name just notable with his defenses. He's a really good coordinator.
He is.
That's what I would say. The same thing about him and Saleh. New York Jets, Aaron Glenn's showing you. Aaron Glenn's was one of the best coordinators in the NFL last year. Goes to New York to the Jets, can't win.
Right.
He can't win. And so Robert Saleh, similar way. He was at the 49ers, left the 49ers as the defensive coordinator to go to New York as the head coach.
Didn't work out.
Struggled to win.
And went back to the 49ers.
A lot, and then went back to the 49ers doing fine. I think a lot of it is this is the difference. I think potentially you have a lot more control in college over your roster, over the day-to-day operations.
Yep.
In professional sports and in the NFL,
at GM.
It's organizational based. And if from the top down, the organization isn't handled and isn't organized, and in New York's case is just sloppy, you're not going to win. No matter how good of a coach you are.
It doesn't matter. Jesse Minter is one of those as well. He's the DC in Los Angeles for the Chargers. Arthur Smith, another retry. You know what? I wouldn't mind if he left. He's the Steelers.
Yeah.
He's the Steelers OC. And I will say
this
the
offense has been fine this year.
You know, it has, Nick, but at times I'm still like, man, is this Matt Canada in disguise with a mustache? So I will say the past couple games have been better. I will say that. Cliff Kingsbury is also one on that list he's got on there, man.
Once again, organizational based.
Yep, absolutely. Mike Kafka is there, the assistant head coach for the Giants.
You guys are averaging 25 points a game.
Nick, I know I'm just bruised still.
That's top 14 in the league.
I'm just like a dog who's kind of not been fed, or a dog who's been kind of kicked a few times. So anytime you come there even to pet me, I'm going,
yeah.
So I got to get used to it still. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I just thought that was interesting with Tennessee, what ends up happening there.
100%.
Folks, got a full show for today at 9:30. Gosh, Nick, what are we doing at 9:30, man? We're gonna have other candidates for the Penn State opening because that has got very interesting as of late.
Yeah.
The names that have come out, and man, they're hunting your guy, Nick.
I know
they're hunting your guy. We're gonna tell you
Penn
who
State would be. That would be. We'll talk about.
Yeah, who that guy is. History at 10 o'clock. We have both of the coordinators on the podium and a few players as well that were on the podium. We'll have those out at 10 o'clock.
Indeed.
What's that?
Indeed.
Absolutely. Then we'll talk about who is Minnesota. Who are they? Well, they're 6-1 against Nebraska as of late, so we'll discuss that as well. It's The Drive, 93.7 A Ticket.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 11th through the 18th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevenson Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevenson Smith Construction slams expectations.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyk Farm Outfitters. Now that we're into harvest, it's time to think about what's next on each of your fields. For some, that means cover crops. Whether it's to help with weed pressure or erosion control, boost soil health, or if you need something for cow chow, we can help. We're seeding everything from simple rye covers to more exotic mixes and even winter wheat. So if you're shorthanded and don't feel like you can get anything seeded, just give us a call and we can help. Find us at BoykFarmOutfitters.com to get in touch. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Hi, I'm Sarai, your personal banker here at Midwest Bank. I'm proud to serve our community in English and in Espanol because everyone deserves a banker who understands them. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we're celebrating the traditions, values, and dreams that make our community strong. Whether you're opening your first account, planning for the future, or growing your business, estoy aquí para ayudarle a alcanzar sus metas. I'm here to help you reach your goals. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day, Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this wonderful Wednesday. Hope your drive into the office, into the work, wherever you were going this morning was smooth. Dude, Nick, I tell you what, man, I'm just thinking about this rain. They're getting like ridiculous amounts of rain down in Arizona.
Yeah.
Just like there were like, I think a tornado touchdown through that area
I
as well.
did see something about that.
There was a semi in California was getting so, and it's something that's so sad about in Cali, the Palisade fires. You know, they caught the knucklehead. He was in Florida that set all those fires.
I do a really bad job. I said this. I do a really bad job of just staying informed. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is not a bad thing not to know about, though.
I mean,
man.
this just goes to show I gotta keep my head on a swivel here.
You know, I only do so much to stay informed, man. I don't like just be sitting up watching news channels all night and day, just listening to all that bull crap, man.
This is different. I mean, this is completely unrelated, but just to keep my head on a swivel. So in Minnesota this weekend, I think I'm going to go to the Mall of America.
You ever been there?
Like 15, 20 years ago. So the last time I was in Minneapolis was when I was probably 8.
Oh, wow.
I have not been to Minneapolis in a very long time.
There's people that literally go there to work out, just to walk.
Really? Are there trails? Jeez, I was being genuine. You know, I'm a big trail guy.
Yeah.
I love my trails.
No, I haven't been there about 5 years, so I don't know about any trails. But you know, you have people that wear their walking shoes, and they'll go there and just because it's inside, controlled temperature.
Okay.
And so
in the Mall of America.
Yeah, the Mall of America.
Oh, I thought you meant like people could go to Minnesota to go work out.
I mean, they got good trails in Minnesota. I mean, I would assume too. It's a very nice outdoorsy place. But yeah, in the mall, you'll probably see a lot of people just obviously walking, but folks that go there strictly just to walk.
Yes. Okay. Now that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Now that makes sense.
Nick, are you a big mall guy? Or are you just going to go because of the novelty of it?
I don't like, no. The last time I went, it was really cool because they were just about ready to build Legoland. And like, I'm not a big Legos guy, but like, it was just massive. Back then, the biggest store, the store that I was most interested in going to was Lids. I was interested in the Lids.
Yep.
But now I don't know. I feel like malls, maybe not dying. Maybe that's not the right word.
They're dying, Nick.
Are they dying?
Malls are in trouble.
That's too bad.
When I told you I went to, gosh, which store did I go to last week? I told you I got some jeans. I haven't been there in years. J. Crew?
Yeah. You said that. Yeah, I got to go.
Yeah, you got to go.
It's in South Point, right?
Yeah, I hadn't been there. I go to South Point to go to Shields. That's it. You know, other than that, I hadn't been inside there.
Free shout-outs.
But he says no free shout-outs. And they can afford it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I went there and got those pants, man. And I was like, the lady I was talking to just says, yeah, there's a lot of places they'll open, they'll close. But you know, when you think about it, we go to that. I order most of my stuff online, and it's there the next day.
Every Black Friday around that time, I have my little soapbox that I stand on where I hate the fact that people don't camp out early before the doors open. Why? Because now the doors open with Black Friday sales November 1st. Like,
yeah,
that's the truth. Is you get the catalogs at the start of November, and it's just like you open it up and you're like, wait, when do these deals start? When do I need to camp out? Wait, October 31st? I got to be there on Halloween? Like, what is it? That's the world we live in now, though. And it's really sad to see.
Well, folks, 2 shout outs first. These are good shout outs. First shout out, man, it's my brother Daniel. It's his 53rd birthday.
Saw that.
Daniel, man, happy birthday to my brother Daniel. If you've met Daniel before, he works over, he's custodian over at Elliott. And he's been there 25 years. And man, those teachers, the staff, the students, they love Daniel because he has a laugh. If he was laughing a block and a half away, you would hear it. and he's just full of joy. He always looks out for his little brother. So, Daniel, happy 53rd birthday to you, man. Love you, appreciate you, and have a great one. Can't wait to celebrate you soon. Also, of course, our friend Jack Russell, Farm Bureau Financial Services, been a real representative since 1999. Can help protect your home, your family, your vehicle, even your future. You can visit Jack at one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward. You can also call on at 402-421-9100 and see how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Nick, the merry-go-round of coaches being named, potentially named, coaches saying, no, I'm happy where I'm at, I'm not going anywhere, other coaches, Is there a name in the Penn State search that has surprised you so far that has come up?
I mean, no, I think Penn State has to do what they rightfully need to do and take some big swings. I think that's where they have to do it. And if they're able to land somebody like a Marcus Freeman, somebody like a Curt Cignetti, which I don't think they will be able to, then all the power to them, right? But ultimately, you have to take some big swings. I think that I will say this: anybody that knows or tells you that they know a definite answer right now is just guessing. Like that is. I was talking to Sip beforehand, before the show started, and it's like everybody gets that initial shock not only when James Franklin got fired, when Rule's name is mentioned, when other coaches' names are mentioned, everybody has that initial shock because then they get asked about it on Monday press conferences. And now towards the middle of the week, we all kind of are coming down from the roller coaster, from the top of the mountain, going, okay, we can all take a breath. It was the initial shock that kind of got to us. Nothing's going to happen for the next couple of weeks at least, right? Like these things are going to take time. And so I think that, Monday the show was fascinating. We were all wired up as could be. Everybody else listening was wired up as could be, and that's to be expected and to be understood. But ultimately, we're kind of, like I said, kind of coming down from the mountaintop saying, okay, we can all take a breath. Let's focus on Minnesota. Let's focus on the rest of the schedule. We'll worry about this later in November because that's when anything of true substance is going to come out or be talked about.
Waverly Jim, he says, stop speaking with my brother. He goes, Dan has been at my house. I would pay him to come back just for his laugh. And he's an awesome dude. Waverly Jim, he definitely is. Appreciate you. DF says, Dirty Dan, a.k.a. Dirty Dan, my brother. DF, hope the walk is going well this morning, brother. Nick, a few of the names that I was surprised to see I wasn't surprised, but I thought it was very fascinating. And we talked
surprising.
Not surprising, but fascinating that if he would be, I am kind of surprised.
Okay, there you go.
And I would say surprised for just the fact where he's at is Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
At Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame doesn't have a conference. They got money. Their foundation, dude, is absolutely ridiculous. When I was there, I think I've told you this story, Nick, when Dick Swarbrick was their former athletic director there at Notre Dame. He retired a couple years ago. Yeah. But he gave me a tour of that place. I had a chance to speak there about 3 times. And it was the last time I was there. He gave me a tour of everything. And he goes, we don't put a shovel into the ground until 90% of it's raised. And he goes, we've never had a problem.
Dang.
And I think I've told you the story before. I didn't realize the DeBartolos, who used to own the 49ers, they're Notre Dame grads. I couldn't figure out what all these DeBartolo buildings were on campus. I'm like, is that this? He goes, that's the DeBartolos. I'm like, good gosh.
That's why I don't always agree with the low-hanging fruit is that, people at Notre Dame must not be happy because they're not involved in a conference. Notre Dame wants to join a conference because that means more money.
Notre Dame's just fine.
No, it's actually contraire. Contraire, my friend.
We're good over here.
Yeah, Notre Dame still made $60-some million from the TV deal last year.
And Nick, they have fans all over the world.
Yeah, and so
who would you say who has a deeper following than Notre Dame around the world? Who would you say in college football team?
Nobody.
I don't think anybody comes close.
Yeah, no, there's nobody. Because I think here's the other thing. When it comes to the conference affiliation conversation for Notre Dame, it is not because of money. It's because of respect. That is the biggest
respect behind that name.
Right? Exactly. No, because think about it this way. They're going to get their TV money. Notre Dame's a valuable enough brand. You just mentioned it. They have such a large following.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to join a conference because they want more money or they feel like they could get more money somewhere else. They're going to join a conference because when the playoff conversations begin, they're left out.
Yeah.
That's because they don't have a conference affiliation. That is going to be the big reason, in my opinion, why they would ever join a conference, is to gain more national respect. Because putting the Big Ten logo on your jersey, or it'd be the Big Ten logo, putting the Big Ten logo on your jersey and having scheduled games against teams like Ohio State, Oregon, and other playoff teams consistently will only provide and give you a better case.
Nick, I asked Coach Osborne this a few years ago, because was way back in the days. I asked him about why Notre Dame went to M1. He goes, there is a tiff between the powers that be with the Big Ten and Notre Dame back in the day. And he goes, and Notre Dame is self-sufficient, he goes financially. But I just thought that was interesting, the behind the scenes stuff that went on with them. And quite like to your point, Notre Dame is just fine. However, though, like you mentioned, with the way that the playoffs are changing, Notre Dame's going to find themselves regardless. We don't care how much money you got. Either you're in or you're out.
Sure. Yeah. And, once again, they have the TV deal. And I'm looking up how much money did Notre Dame.
They made a ton. Yeah. Look, if you could. Cheeseburger. There's not a lot of clout when the list of coaches from a sports network, not from the school, looking for a coach. Yeah. That could be true as well, Cheeseburger.
So last year, Notre Dame just football made $143 million of revenue.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So yeah, I'm sorry. They don't need to join a conference.
We're going to build our own.
Because then it becomes a conversation of why would we share the money?
Absolutely.
We get 100% of this TV, though. We don't want an 18th of it.
No, exactly. We don't want to split nothing up. They get all of it. Give me that. Notre Dame's like, give me that.
Payola.
They take all of it. Nick, I'll tell you one guy what do you think the chances? We talked about Freeman. What do you think about Manny Diaz at Duke?
Well, I think he's in a very similar story to Rule. To where it wouldn't be a very splashy hire. The record is what the record says they are. You hope that maybe additional resources and opportunity at Penn State provide him the ability to win at a higher level. And then last but not least, he was the head coach when Pat Kraft was the athletic director at Temple. So I think there's a couple of things. It's a very similar story to Rule. I found out he's actually older than Matt Rule is.
Really?
Manny Diaz is. You look at him, you would not think so.
I thought he was like 35.
I was told yesterday he was 52. I guess I should probably fact check this stuff. I should probably fact check this. He's 51, so he's about a year older than Rule. So there you go. But very similar story, I think, too. But once again, has he done it at a high enough level? I think that there's going to be a lot more names that come to the forefront. That are realistic options for Penn State. I think Penn State truly believes, and a lot of programs say they believe that they can swing a big stick and they can come around and they can lure some head coaches away. I think they might not actually feel that way. I think Penn State truly feels like, hey, we were a step away from the national title. We can't take a step back. We need to elevate ourselves with this hire.
Nick, I'm glad you said that before we go to break. You fired a playoff coach that was one game away from playing in the Natty after 3 losses, which makes me think, Nick, if he hadn't gone as far last year in the playoffs, they might have got rid of him last year.
Sure. I mean, this has been a conversation around James Franklin for years, though.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, and it's funny, Pat Kraft at his press conference, he's asked the question of, when did you know it was time? And he said he knew Saturday night. He said, I knew Saturday night, wanted to sleep on it, made the ultimate decision on Sunday. That's where I also wonder, just like, does Pat Kraft or whoever's pulling the strings, right? Like we can't be naive and say it's all Pat Kraft. But does Kraft or whoever is pulling the strings, do they have the conversation before Saturday's game where it's like, hey, if he doesn't get it done this weekend, it's done?
Well, it's something.
Like, it's so fascinating.
It's mind-blowing. Coach
because
Osborne,
think about what they were thinking about as they were watching the game. If they had already predetermined, hey, if he loses Northwestern, it's done. Because if you knew Saturday night, that's a decision you've been thinking about for weeks. Right. And you put some parameters on it to where it's like, okay, here's what needs to happen. Can't lose another home game.
Nick, it's just crazy when you frame it that way. Coach Osborne shirt one year, the Blue Bonnet Bowl, the some regents came up to me after the game and said, "It's a good thing you won that game, Coach." It's a good thing you won that game.
And because then it's like Herm Edwards, like the Herm Edwards situation where he's walking out the field and he gets basically fired just outside the end zone.
On
the
field.
Like those things, they're predetermined decisions, I think. And it's not that the leaders are hoping that he loses, hoping that he fails, but they go in with this, okay, you know what? We are going to do this if this happens. We are going to do this if this happens.
You know what, though, Nick? I think in some cases, which is unfortunate, but it is the truth, some ADs want that coach out of there, so they're hoping they lose.
Sure.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, it made it very hard, but he still did it for Peterson to fire Frank Solich after going 10-3-9.
Yeah.
But he still did it. So it lessens the arsenal to fire the coach when they're succeeding still. So it's the world we live in. Folks, we come back. We got some history. Top of the hour, we got both of the coordinators talking from yesterday's presser. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Do you want boots that actually feel good on your feet? Meindl delivers premium German-engineered comfort, brought to you right here from Nebraska. Built tough for trails, fields, and everyday wear, and backed by Meindl's Comfort Promise, so you can try them on with confidence. Use promo code THETICKET at MeindlUSA.com, spelled MEINDL, for free shipping. That's MeindlUSA.com. Meindl, comfort you have to feel to believe.
Hi, I'm Sarai, your personal banker here at Midwest Bank. I'm proud to serve our community in English and in Espanol because everyone deserves a banker who understands them. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we're celebrating the traditions, values, and dreams that make our community strong. Whether you're opening your first account, planning for the future, or growing your business, estoy aquí para ayudarle a alcanzar sus metas. I'm here to help you reach your goals. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play it against sports at 48th and Vine. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 11th through the 18th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning, along with a chance of showers. Otherwise, partly sunny and breezy. The high near 82. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low near 65. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy with a high near 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. The hotel across the street has a big sign. It's been there for a few days, Nick. It says now open.
That's true.
I want to go inside and see what it looks like.
Okay.
Let's go down and take a tour, man.
Let's go after the show.
I can't. I got
Okay, well, there you go.
Can I finish a word with you? I mean, you just, what's the problem? I tried to give,
I
you see what I'm
tried.
saying, Jake? I try to give him props. Talk about his golf game and, just give him, just get good words of encouragement.
I'm always the bad guy.
Well, no, it's sometimes I was just trying to say I want to hang out with you. See what I'm saying, Jake? I want to hang out with him.
And I gave you an opportunity to hang out.
And I said have a meetup with there. Well, there we go.
Well, I want to hear about how we want to hang out.
Should I just throat punch him, Jake?
Oh, here we go. Here's another day. Yep, just another day.
Jake says yes. Right in his Adam's apple.
Yep.
Nick, I got work to do, man. I got 11:30. I'll tell you where I'm going. To an area I've not been at. Where is that? The YMCA in Fallbrook.
Whoa.
But it's an office. It's not the YMCA. It's another office there. I forget the organization, but that's where I'm going. I've not been to Fallbrook.
Wait, hold on. You should probably know the organization.
I got the address.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget the name of the organization.
I don't.
I kind of know it.
They're listening right now. Going,
Yeah,
I
know the name
I don't
of
know
the
if we want to
organization.
do this.
I mean, they know who they are. I knew who they are. That's all that matters. It's like when you meet someone you don't know their name. Hey, man.
What do you usually do in that situation? Give us some advice.
Okay.
Give us some advice. If you were in a large crowd, or not even a large crowd, if you know that you know somebody,
I can't remember their name.
I just had this happen last Saturday, so this is good. I could not remember their name.
Mm-hmm.
They come up, Nick, it's so good to see you. It's been so long. Hey, it's great to see you too.
2 words. My man.
How do you get them to say their name again?
You know, when Nick, if the people around me, like in social settings, like my family knows, if I don't introduce you, I don't remember your name. So help a brother out.
Yeah.
So so that if you're with me, in fact, Jay Gates actually posted something like this on social media a couple of days ago. I was laughing about it because it's the truth, man. When you don't know someone's name, it's very awkward.
Yeah,
okay?
very.
Especially someone whose name you probably should know if you've seen them a few times.
Yeah.
But Nick, for what you do and what I do, we're around a lot of people, you know, so you see a lot of faces. So what I always do, I just try to keep the conversation going for a little bit and going. So here's what Jay Gates posted, you know, our radio friend, the umpire, the referee. He goes, if you're ever with me and someone comes up to me and starts talking and I don't introduce you, it's strictly because I don't remember their name. So please feel free to be awesome and introduce yourself so I can hear their name and pretend like I knew it all along.
I did see that. I appreciate Jay for posting that.
Jay, truer words have never been said when it comes to the art of reintroducing yourself to people. Yeah, so Nick, if we're together, so just know if I'm like, hey, this is my man Nick. Nick, you're supposed to say, hey, my name's Nick. What's your name?
Yeah.
So he takes me off and vice versa. Yeah. It takes you off. So it takes you off the heater, takes me off the heater.
Yeah.
But I know what happens to a lot
But
of
in
people.
mano-a-mano situations, you're just kind of screwed.
It's always my man. My man. Cigar Guy says, hey, buddy, what's going on? Mark from Cook, what's up, my guy?
Cigar Guy says the key is no hesitation. Don't say, hey, man, or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's just a key for life is just sound confident. 90% of the people will actually think you know what you're talking about.
One thing, Nick, that I'm learning to do, because, you know, there could be weeks literally, as you know, Nick, I leave the air and I could be in front of two audiences in two different states and meeting planners, etc.
Yeah.
So what I do, I'll say their name over, like, let's say I just meet you. It's Nick. I'm in my head, even as you're talking, I'm going, Nick.
Yeah.
Nick. And I'm trying to find something to chunk it with. So Nick Arduna, you know, Nick Van Axel. I'm thinking something. I'm trying to put it to something related to something. Because, dude,
yeah,
I'm not the best at it, man.
Hizzlebear, I had an hour-long convo at a tailgate a few weeks ago with a guy I played college ball with, and I can still, for the life of me, can't remember his name. I mean, that's the best part. Also, now on the flip side, though, AD, man, what a feeling it is when you walk away and go, yeah, he had no clue that I didn't know. I didn't know his name.
Yeah, well, sometimes
he had no clue.
Yeah, if you play it right and just keep going and just keep talking.
It was great to talk to you too, my friend.
Yeah, my man. Hey, dog. Hey, man. Bro, fam. You know? What's up, fam?
Yeah, I guess so. See, but I wouldn't be able to say that.
Yeah, you could.
Without sounding awkward. Hey, fam. How's it going, bro?
We are related.
Yeah.
No, just keep it. Think if you just kept it cool, but like, hey, fam, what's up, man?
Hey, fam.
No.
What's
see,
up?
You're thinking. No. You're being too. It's got to come natural.
Am I enunciating too
just
much?
Just go. Hey, what up, fam?
Hey, what up, fam?
There you go. Bingo. You got it right there.
What up, big fella?
That was pretty good.
Maybe we work on that. Maybe we don't say big fella.
Well, in a quick history segment, we don't remember their name because it's history. So there's your history for the day.
There it is. Move on to the next one.
We'll be back.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through October 19th, enjoy USDA Choice T-bone steaks for $13.99 per pound. Whole short loin, $9.99 cut and wrapped for free. Bone-in smoked pork chops, $4.99 per pound. And Michelob Ultra 24 packs, $19.99 each when you buy 2. That's all at Fairway Meat Markets in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay. Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Parkview Animal Hospital and Corn Coast Brewing Company invite you to join them October 18th for Ales Helping Tales at Corn Coast Brewery in Lincoln. Enjoy a limited edition brew available at both Corn Coast Brewing locations in Lincoln and Omaha, as a portion of the proceeds will go to support Brave Animal Rescue and their efforts to help find dogs and cats their forever homes. Parkview Animal Hospital will be on location with great raffle prizes and helping bring awareness about pets in need. They hope to see you there.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this wonderful Wednesday, my man. What's up, big fella?
Hey, fam.
What up, cuz? Say what up, cousin.
What up,
No,
cuz?
don't say, there you go, right there. You don't say, hey, my cousin.
I don't think I said the Z. I said, what's up, cuz?
See, that sounds good. What up, cuz?
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
No,
What
it
up, cuz?
does not. What up, cuz?
There you go. Don't just say it more natural. So you're making your voice go down. Just say, what up, cuz?
Well, because I'm not confident in it.
You got to say it like you
Which
mean
is
it.
very different. I mean, very out of the ordinary.
Just say, what up, cuz?
What's up, cuz? What's up, cousin?
My brother from another mom.
Yeah, from another mom. Oh my gosh, yeah, no. Big B does say the best way to break that awkwardness is just to apologize and say, I cannot remember your name. He says, I've been in business for 35 years and it happens. I don't know. Like, I understand that maybe technically that's
keeping it real, though, man. It's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
Especially if someone you have to keep talking throughout the whole night.
Yes.
Let's say they're sitting next to you at an event.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But
Big B hits right.
And he's absolutely correct.
You know what I also do? Big B, here's another way, Nick. Here's another way. I say, hey, I know it's been a while since we've seen. My name is Aaron. What's yours again?
Yeah.
Or I just say, my name is Aaron. And I don't even say, what's yours again?
Yeah.
And that's kind of letting them know this guy doesn't know your name.
Yeah.
So give him the benefit of the doubt and just thaw out the olive branch and tell him your name.
That's 100% accurate, Big B. We appreciate that. The worst part about that whole situation, though, is admitting defeat. And I don't want to.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right, Big B.
But
That's
you know
the
what
right
else?
way to do it.
And Big B, me and you both have been on a lot of tables and a lot of surroundings and networking over the years.
Yeah, you're 51. You know how business works.
51. You know how business works.
You wrong for that, dog. For the people that were listening yesterday, know what that was about.
Yeah, Nick. Nick, I had to let Nick know just that I've been to a few places.
You were a little distracted, and maybe you misheard me.
I've been fired a few times. You know, when I was in high school, when I was in college, I got fired from a network from a when you call people off the phone, network marketing.
Oh, telemarketer?
Telemarketer, yeah. I got fired because I wasn't hitting the protocol. I was visiting too much of the break room.
The call. Hey, Aaron, you're not keeping the calls quick enough.
Yes.
Something they've never said to telemarketers.
Yeah, they let me go. I'll never forget. It was right down the street by it's cross street from the Graduate.
Okay.
There was a place, it was an office place in there. If you were walking through that alley, it's right to the right. There was a bunch
like above the old Chicago?
It's on the other side of the street.
Oh,
though.
okay.
So there was a telemarketing place up there. Like I got fired one night. Man, I'm just like,
how'd they
hey,
tell you?
You know, Aaron, really love you here, but we got to get more calls. You're just not getting enough more calls. First of all, I got tired of getting cussed out, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about when people call you now. It's not as much because we have all sorts of protections.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But think about how you would feel someone calling you at dinner time.
Oh, I'd be annoyed.
And dude, I was literally, Nick, I was like, I'm tired of getting cussed out. This job is not for me, you know? So, yeah, that job didn't last long. But nevertheless, speaking of jobs, speaking of things going around, things that are about to happen, Nick is making his way up to Minnesota tomorrow afternoon. Of course, Nebraska takes on the Golden Gophers at 7 p.m. They are 6. PJ Fleck is 6-1 against Nebraska. His last 7 outings, Nebraska needs this win to keep this momentum rolling. We have not won back-to-back road games since 2006. Almost 20 years the last time we won back-to-back road games. And correct me if I'm wrong on that, Nick, but I'm almost positive
You're
2006.
Right. You're absolutely right.
We won back-to-back games. So that's another trend that needs to break.
Do you know who they were against?
No idea. Help me out.
Not very good teams. Iowa State and Kansas State.
Yeah.
At the time, they were not good teams.
Yeah. Unknown text for 2886. It wasn't Gallup. It was a different one. I can't remember the name of it because there were so many outfits.
Everybody talks about how, 2006 was the last time Nebraska won back-to-back road games. Nobody talks about what happened the next 2 games after that. They lost both of them.
They lost 4 straight?
No, they lost 2 straight.
Oh, you said
they won 2.
Oh, they won 2 after that.
The 2 after that, nobody talks about it because they lost 2.
Okay.
They lost to Texas and Oklahoma State after. They beat Iowa State and Kansas State.
Yeah.
Let's hope that does not happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Roy says, say, hey, you.
Yeah.
I love it. Roy, thanks a bunch, man. Let's get into the pressure first, Nick. You choose who you want to come out first, man. What side you want to go with first?
Let's talk Dana Holgorsen. Let's just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. How have you seen Coach Rule handle the last 48 hours? And here's Dana Holgorsen.
He's a pro at it, it's just part of the profession. I haven't talked to my agents about anything. I'm not going to. I don't care. I mean, our job, he feels the same way. Our job is Friday night trying to get our team ready to go play Minnesota. And that's, if you're thinking about anything else other than that, you're doing your team a disservice. And I promise you, he's not.
There's a lot been made about, and you and I have talked about it, about the distractions or lack thereof, or the presence of distractions. Has your mood on that changed at all? Because you're more concerned about it than I am. But in terms of Friday night's game, are you still heavily concerned about distractions?
Well, first of all, I want to give some props to Dana Holgerson. He said agents plural.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm making a firm.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to any of my agents. I love it, man. Dana's a cool cat, man. Just the way he comes across in the, I guess I don't know Dana from Adam, but like I said, the way that he comes across on the microphone seems real laid back. He has the gold chain rocking underneath there.
Yeah.
Nevertheless,
the hair, the hair is misleading.
Yeah.
Because he's got flow out the back.
Yeah.
But he takes the hat off. He doesn't have flow up top.
What do they call that? Party in the back? What do they call it?
It's like business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, he's got a little party in the back.
I don't know how much business is going on up there, but we love Dana.
Nick, it's still, I'm going to say this, it's still a concern for me.
Okay.
Because for me, I'll know it's, and I'm not saying if you came out bad against Minnesota, if nothing was said, that could still have been a factor. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's just the way football works, sports work. I'm just concerned about it. I'd be lying if I said there was no concern about it. Your initial shock is, I would say it's not as intense, but I would say for me, it's still there a little bit.
Here's this. How about this? Does it just take one game to change your mind? Like if Nebraska goes out, dominates Minnesota, wins by double digits this Friday, are you, for the rest of the year, are you good with, okay, you know what? They were able to handle distractions okay?
I think that will help.
Okay.
You know what else will help too? The number of recruits that are still coming here.
Okay.
Because I think that there's conversations that we had with them that we won't hear about unless through, the grapevine or secondhand sources or someone that was in on those conversations.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that one of my former buddies was coaching. Tell me, he goes, man, watch the recruits.
Yeah.
He goes, recruit, and he goes, not just at Nebraska. He goes, a lot of schools. He goes, watch the recruits. He goes, it's kind of like, man, when you see birds flying away from someplace, like a lot of them are animals running from, the weather gets weird, he goes, something's up. He goes, it's not always a lock. He goes, but watch the recruits at said schools.
I think, there's a lot been made about Nebraska offering a lot of former Penn State commits. There's that part to it. I also, you're reading a lot of things about how Matt Rule is saying that he's locked in. It goes back to the conversation we had yesterday, right? To where you cannot be, if you're going to be solid on one side, you have to say that, hey, I'm all in on Nebraska right now. But you can't, it's not like Matt Rule can go to recruits and be like, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. Keep it under wraps. So I think Nebraska's recruiting right now is fine. I think November is really going to be interesting, especially if Nebraska is successful, which we expect them to be. Hypothetically speaking, here we go, right? Let's see. Okay. So you have, it's Minnesota could be 6-1. Northwestern could be 7-1. Sets up a massive game against USC at home.
Yes, it does.
Potentially 8-1, even 7-2 in the second week of November. And you're talking about then UCLA and then a bye week. The Nebraska potentially, you're talking about potentially 8-2, 9-1 doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility for this team by the second week of November when Nebraska goes on a bye week.
Nick, that USC game, I know that's a long way ahead, but one of my former teammates, I was going back at Ed Stewart, who's he's the associate athletic director at USC. And
was that the same Ed Stewart as that was used to be Big 12 commissioner or assistant commissioner?
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's the same Ed Stewart.
Was potentially a play for Nebraska's athletic director job.
Yeah.
Back before Trev Alberts.
Absolutely. Stu he's as solid as it comes. Stu was one of those guys, the older fans would remember Ed Stewart. He came here as a safety, and Charlie McBride, Coach McBride said, you're going to play linebacker. He says, the hell I am. I ain't playing no linebacker. He goes, I'll make you an All-American. Ed walked out here as an All-American. But Ed has been in the game for 27 years, and I was going to try to get him on the show. He doesn't know yet what time their travel plans yet to come here. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to get Ed on, but Ed is a big bro. He's plugged me in some places over the years, and just a good brother, man. Good dude, sharp, but he's there at USC right now. But it's going to be interesting, Nick, when that game comes up with them and what we have to do in the meantime. And so, Nick, to go back to your original question, it's going to be interesting to see how dialed these guys are. I don't doubt they will be. I just don't like the distraction is what I'm saying, man.
Sure.
But I think, though, like I said, that game is going to be interesting for a lot of reasons going into Friday night. 7 o'clock game. You know, Minnesota gets very rowdy. They're 4-2, but they lost some pretty good teams, too, though, who they lost to. So what else we got from what Hoagie?
I was looking up real quick. Husker, Minnesota. Tickets are still available. I'd be interested to see what like ticket prices are. So you can get tickets for $71 to Friday's game. There's a lot. There's a decent number of tickets available here. You can get first row for $200.
First row.
Excuse me, section 142. Section 142, row 4. Right behind them. Now, this is the Minnesota bench. Okay, let's see what the Nebraska bench looks like. What if I told you sitting behind the Nebraska bench was $115 more than to sit behind the Minnesota bench at Minnesota?
Dang. Support your team.
There's
you're gonna pay for it.
there's one available. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Section 111, row 6, which is right behind the Nebraska bench. $204.
Wow.
Which doesn't seem that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
Even this one, there's section 112, so one section over. These would probably be better because they're a little higher up, so you'd be able to see over the gargantuan people that are
those
on
right
the
behind
sidelines.
Those right behind the bench seats are not very good.
Yeah, so this was row 10, one section over, 169. And that's including fees. That's interesting.
It is.
You know, there's some tickets available here, folks. Make your trip down to Minnesota.
It could happen.
Come hang out at the Courtyard Marriott
with Nick and that continental breakfast. Actually, no, it's a hot breakfast.
I don't think they have a continental breakfast. I don't think they got a free one.
They might. Hold
on.
Look it up online. Look it up online. Why are you looking it up? Unknown texter 2086. It wasn't Gallup. I forget the name. It might have been Watts Marketing. Unknown texter 4725. Unknown texter 9326. And Corey and Lincoln both said Dana rocks the skullet.
I'm gonna have to pay for breakfast.
Have to pay for it?
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. Happens to the best of us.
Swim. What else have we got from Dana, man?
All right, let's do it. Let's just talk. Let's talk quarterback play here. Assessment of Dylan.
Really good in the fourth quarter. Really, he starts good, and the fourth quarter has been off the charts good. And for the second week in a row, I couldn't be more proud of how he just didn't cave. Because that's a hard position, and I one of the reasons why we wanted to run the ball is because those dudes were so good off the edge, and I was tired of seeing him get hit, and I'm sure he's tired of getting hit, and so we made a concerted effort to keep him clean. He got hit once at the end of the half when they knew we were throwing it, just based on what the clock was. But other than that, I thought we kept him pretty clean. Obviously, there's a couple of throws that he'd like to have back. He's just got to he's got to take care of that thing better. But man, his demeanor on the sidelines was good. It was determined. He wasn't pouting. He wasn't pissed, and he was, obviously a little disappointed in a couple of the decisions, but just stuck with it and then just played as good as anybody in the country for that fourth quarter.
Dylan Raiola in the fourth quarter, AD. This is this season against Power 4 opponents. 36 of 46. He's completing just over 78% of his passes. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's led 5 TD drives and 3 field goal drives. That came from Ryan King on Twitter. He posted that. But I saw this where Dylan Raiola in the fourth quarter, because that's the games that he's played in against Power 4 teams, 36 of 46, 335, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 5 touchdown drives, 3 field goal drives. So to Dana Holgerson's point, he's been very good in the fourth quarter.
Nick, I think Raiola, I know people, the 3 interceptions jumps out at you. And in my opinion, man, even, like I said, there's only, it's still going to, like you always say, Nick, it's the truth. There's still INTs. It's going to be looked at the quarterback. The one was a true one. The other 2, the one other one for sure. The second one was like, bro, you got to come back to the ball. The third one, I think the kid ran the wrong route. And regardless, that's 3. But Dylan, in my opinion, man, has played great football. There are a few times to where he maybe got rid of it sooner. Yeah, absolutely. We can say that about a lot of guys. But what he's doing, those numbers right there, 36 to 46. Dude, the numbers don't lie.
Exactly.
The numbers don't lie. So I'm pleased with where he's playing right now. and a lot of things, the ripple effects, of course, it comes down to protection as well, to where you're not in stressful situations as well.
But he was protected much better this last Saturday.
A lot better.
Right. So I think you take the good with the bad.
Absolutely. You look at Minnesota's 2 losses, Nick. It was California. They lost 27-14 to Cal. Ohio State drummed them up pretty bad, 42-3. But their defense, Nick, they allowed just 300 yards a game. They've generated 10 turnovers so far this year, 3 defensive touchdowns as far as that goes, too. Their pass rush, talking about our offensive line, they're very disruptive in the secondary, and they pressure QBs to force mistakes. So the things that we may have gotten away with Maryland, you're probably not going to get away with Minnesota in a more seasoned team. Because, Maryland's defense is fairly young. They had the true freshman, of course, out there, the other young man that was a little bit older. But Minnesota is tested. And not only that, Nick, they faced Ohio State already, the number 1 team. So Nebraska's not going to do anything to, as far as physicality, scare them. But schematically, we can do some things to keep them off balance. So
I'm not with Minnesota. In all honesty, I'm not too concerned about their offense.
No, and for good reason. For good reason.
You look at their passing offense. Their passing offense is 70th in the country right now. And finally, like we've been waiting to get to a point. And this is the halfway point through the season for a lot of these teams. We've been waiting to get to a halfway point to where it's okay. This is a large enough sample size that we can actually put some stock into these numbers, right? Sometimes they're a little bit inflated or deflated during the early parts of the year, because the teams that Minnesota, Nebraska are playing. So you take it for what it's worth. But now you've gotten a couple of games against like-minded and similar playing fields. So now you can actually put some stock into these numbers. Minnesota, 70th in the country in passing offense, averaging just over 225 passing yards a game. And you say, okay, well, Nick, if you know anything about Minnesota, it's because they run the ball really well. This year, Minnesota is 115th in the country in rushing yards or rushing offense as well. They are 1 spot above Wisconsin. How about that? How about if we would have told you back in 2020, hey, there's going to be a time in the next 5 years where Minnesota and Wisconsin are 115th and 116th respectively in rushing offense, 7 games or 6 games into the year. You guys we all would have called each other ridiculous, idiots, and stupid. But here we are in 2025, 2 teams, Minnesota and Wisconsin, that can't run the ball right now. Minnesota averaging 112.3 yards per game. Wisconsin averaging 112.1 yards per game. The Nebraska, here's this. Nebraska faced Maryland last week. Those 3 teams are the 3 bottom teams in the Big Ten Conference in terms of rushing offense. Maryland goes at 124th in the country. But once again, Minnesota, they had 30, their leading rusher was Darius Taylor last week, 30 rushing yards against Purdue. And Darius Taylor led the game in receiving yards for Minnesota last Saturday against the Boilermakers. A game Purdue probably should have won. They were up by 7 going into the 4th quarter. Minnesota outscored the Boilermakers 14-0 in the final period.
Nebraska, this game lines up for Nowinski, for Elijah Judy, for Cam. Cam was back, feeling a little more healthier, but it seems like as well. McCullough, those guys to really do some damage because Minnesota's offensive line has struggled tremendously thus far in the season, man. Their quarterback, Drake Lindsey, he's 9 touchdowns, 3 INTs as far this year, 80% passing grade with PFF. But Nick, their O-line is soft up front, man. I mean, their one guard leads the Big Ten and pressures allowed. And then another one was benched for poor play. So, it's easy. We think we had our issues. I mean, you have literally one of their guards leading the Big Ten in pressures allowed. So Nebraska could really have a field day if they just play with their hair on fire back there. Like I said, Nowinski and McCullough could really do some serious damage with those guys up there because they're struggling on the offensive line, man. So if we can win that battle and put Lindsey, their quarterback, under pressure and fire all night, it could really go in our favor.
You're right about that. I think that there's a couple of things. Lindsey's still a relatively young quarterback. In his second year, he only attempted 5 passes last season in 2024 for the Golden Gophers. It's his first year of being a full-time starter for Minnesota this season. And I think another thing that I would also add in there is when you talk about the offensive line, it doesn't necessarily generate sacks for the defense, but it causes issues for Drake Lindsey. Minnesota
Absolutely.
statistically has only allowed 10 sacks all season long. It's a little over a sack and a half per game, but they are bottom 50, I should say, in tackles for loss allowed. And so whether that's negative run plays, whether that's quarterback designed runs to where they do get tackled and it counts against them as tackles for loss rather than sacks, things like that. Nebraska, there is an opportunity, and it's interesting because the teams that Nebraska has played not only this weekend with Minnesota but last week against Maryland, they're 9 years out of 10, they're going to be your prototypical Big Ten teams. They're going to run the ball down your throat. They're going to be physical. Maryland might be a little more physical than Minnesota, which is the complete opposite of what we're accustomed to seeing with Minnesota. Minnesota is in a weird spot right now, and I think PJ Fleck's a good coach. I'm higher on PJ Fleck than a lot of people. I know people hate his shtick. I really like and enjoy listening to him every year when we go to Big Ten Media Days. But ultimately, you have a guy in Drake Lindsey that you can really cause havoc on a big night for both of these teams.
It's going to be, like I said, our defense has definitely got there'll be plenty of opportunity for them to tee off on the young man. Obviously, keep clean, but I mean, light his fire, get him uneasy, make him very uncomfortable early. Folks, when we come back, we're going to hear from the defensive side of the ball from Coach Butler. Hear what he has to say. I think we got a few players on there as well. Hear from them as well. So we'll keep it Huskers and breaking this game down more, folks. It's Wednesday. It's The Drive. 97 Ticket.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning, along with a chance of showers. Otherwise, partly sunny and breezy. The high near 82. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, the low near 65. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy with the high near 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hunt from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com. Boxing is back this Saturday with Brawloween at the Complex. The Midwest's best professional boxers will display their best performances with hometown favorites Clyde Godzilla Johnson and Cody Kerr among the boxers. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com where you can live stream this event as well. Nebraska football plays on Friday, so Saturday is open for you to attend or watch. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, October 18th. It's Brawloween at the Complex, located at 1555 Yolanda Avenue. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. Parkview Animal Hospital and Corn Coast Brewing Company invite you to join them October 18th for Ales Helping Tales at Corn Coast Brewery in Lincoln. Enjoy a limited edition brew available at both Corn Coast Brewing locations in Lincoln and Omaha, as a portion of the proceeds will go to support Brave Animal Rescue in their efforts to help find dogs and cats their forever homes. Parkview Animal Hospital will be on location with great raffle prizes and helping bring awareness about pets in need. They hope to see you there.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, Nick, I'm going to educate you real quick. I know you love what I do.
If you're playing a song, AD,
I know you
from
love
your phone,
Nick, just let it ride.
Wait, are there words?
Just let it move you.
There it is.
Even Bach started shaking his head back there.
Look, he gave us the thumbs up. He gave us the thumbs up.
Yes, Bach, there's no better. I mean, how fire is that intro, Bach? I just looked to my right. Yeah, Bach was like, turn it up, baby. Nick, that is one of the greatest intros besides that one, Welcome to the Jungle intro is another one.
Yes.
That one right there, because Nick, it just kind of just soothes you a little bit. It's like, whoa, where'd the beat come from?
Yeah.
It's like you're drinking some, you're having a good meal, and all of a sudden a spice kicks in. It's like, what happened? It just catches you, Nick. That's why it kind of got, I don't know why it was on my mind this morning, but I went to the gym and I played it like 8 times when I was working out.
Well, there you go.
That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Pox,
it's just the way it is.
Yeah, and Pox, exactly. One of the texters let me know earlier, screwed up. I think it was Hizzlebear, of course. I mean, I'm not saying of course. I think it was Hizzlebear, but it was Pox's song was called Changes. Is his was, but the Changes, the origin of the beat came from Hornsby in that song right there. And that's,
there's a lot of. It's fascinating to see. There's a guy I follow on the gram, where he basically goes, "Do you ever hear this song and think of this song?" And he's like, "Here's why," and he'll take away the words, and you find out that a lot of singers have very similar beats to other artists, and actually happened to be one that he just did a Taylor Swift song the other day off of her new album that dropped.
Really?
And there's a very familiar beat.
A lot of sampling.
A lot of similar beats. And then he would he'd be like, I'll take the instrumentals off of Taylor's song and put the vocals of the other song.
Oh, wow.
And match it up. And it is it's crazy what this guy will do. But he's like, do you ever hear this song and think of this song? And he's like, here's why.
You have to send me that
I will.
That handle. I want to check that out.
It's really fascinating. Because I would never, what was it? Robin Thicke or whatever his name it was a couple of years ago got in trouble for the one song because he copied or whatever. I feel like there's a lot of duplicates or similarities out there that people just go, okay, we'll let it slide.
There's a lot of sampling that goes on. And I think about the reason why we talk about the music. Yeah, unknown texter 6732. Yeah, that was Bruce Hornsby. I mean, I love that song. There's a lot of sampling that people use from the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah.
Into even the rap that I grew up with in the 90s, man. They used a lot of different beats. And they still use it to this day, different ones. So it's always interesting. Nick, what does John Butler have to say, man?
Yo, let's talk about it. John Butler, let's see this. Let's go. How many average hits do you want on the quarterback? Because this is something we talked about on the way to break last segment, and something we talked about prior to the Maryland game. One thing Nebraska was able to do successfully and very well against Michigan State was just hit Aiden Childs.
Yes.
You could tell that even in the second quarter, Aiden
they almost put him out the game.
Well, Aiden got banged up, and Jay and I talked about it in the post game that day where we felt like maybe there was a situation where Aiden shouldn't have been even in the game at times and came back a little too early. But ultimately, Nebraska was able to kind of deliver some shots to Aiden Childs, and it started to kind of make him woozy a little bit. And you could tell by his decision making and the type of passes he was able or unable to throw. Maryland, they didn't really do that to Malik Washington Jr. They didn't hit him a whole lot of times. So here's John Butler just talking about average hits on the quarterback.
5 minimum. What did you get on in this game? 1, and then Will had 1 at the end that they didn't give to him. I think they the hit when they completed that 20-yard completion on the second to last play of the game or whatever, when they caught it on I think that third down, Will hit him pretty good there. So that was a legitimate quarterback hit. But like hitting him and knocking him on the ground is what you're trying for. So 5 at least. And if you look at the Michigan State game, that was the key to that game. We were knocking the hell out of quarterback. Sorry. And that affected him. That affected how he played that game. And if you're doing that, you're going to have a good day at the office in the pass defense. If you don't, you're not. That's just as simple. And that's a collective thing. That's not just your D line. That's all of us and me putting together the right plan to go do that.
We cut it out, so it was safe. But yeah, we cut out John Butler.
Sound clear as day to me.
No, we cut it out. We're good. We're good.
It's all good.
It could sound a lot worse.
Oh yeah, and it's sports, man. Nick, I like to where he mentioned the number of times he wants him knocked down because Nebraska really could if Nwarney. You know what, Nick? before I even go there, a guy that I really want to see, and I know different schemes and offenses are different, so it demands different things at times. But Trent, man, I just haven't seen him around a lot, man.
Yeah. Marquise Watson Trent is obviously who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think, I think there's also been some emergence from some other guys.
Yeah,
I think
true.
We have to talk. We can't talk about that linebacker room without discussing Dawson Merritt and the growth that he's made in such a quick time already. True freshman, former Alabama commit there, Dawson Merritt. He's certainly played a factor. He's not going to redshirt this year and stuff.
But McGahee will.
We did hear over the week that Willis McGahee's going to attempt to redshirt. So just a reminder, though, also with redshirts and those guys that maybe have already played in their 4 games, they'll be able to play in the bowl games. So essentially, you can play in 5 games. If you're in the college football playoff, you could play in 7. It's just they don't count towards your redshirt number. So, we'll see what happens next year. I think there was certainly some conversations to have around the linebacker room. But yeah, Willis McGahee, it appears he's going to redshirt for Nebraska.
Yeah, Nick, it's going to be with an offense that has showed to be, and not just against Cal that they lost, of course, against Ohio State makes a lot of offenses that are good look, with their defense that Ohio State has, makes a lot of good offenses or decent offenses look really bad. But I'm very optimistic, even with the cloud I talked about earlier. I'm optimistic that our defense could really have their way with a young quarterback that is not an Aiden Childs, that is not an Underwood, of course, and is not a Malik Washington either. Doesn't have that skill set. This kid is not a bad quarterback, but he doesn't have that skill set that these three we had. So they in a very porous offensive line as far as the Gophers go. So Nebraska should have their way with him. He's just talking about knocked him down 5 times, but I'd love to see at least 3 sacks on this kid, man.
Here's John Butler before we go to break. John Butler on the Minnesota offense.
I can tell you, I coached there years ago. It's kind of irrelevant to your question, but like the type of kids they have, tough, hard-nosed, gritty kids, and having watched them through the years, their ability to run the football and kind of control the line of scrimmage with their big O linemen, their good backs. Now they got a good young quarterback, a couple good receivers that you can see. I know the back's been hurt a little bit, so they've gotten away from the run game, and then they've been down in some games to get away from the run game. But I think they're going to try to run the football on us again. I think you'd be a fool not to try that on us. We've got to try to establish the line of scrimmage and then do a good job of affecting, this young quarterback who, makes a lot of good throws.
Yeah, I mean, he's not shy. Nebraska necessarily hasn't been great in the run defense department either. So, you would expect a lot of teams to view that as a weakness for Nebraska. But then also on top of that is when Minnesota doesn't run the ball that well. So it's a team that's averaging just around 112 rushing yards per game, which in comparison to Minnesota, that is just not what they do.
Nick, this could be a good get back right game for Nebraska because we missed a tremendous amount of tackles against Maryland. In fact, they even mentioned that the DP going down this O Street doing his dance. Maryland, they missed a lot of guys who were diving out a lot of feet, and that was something that Coach Rule spoke about as well. That's got to change. So now, granted, Nick, to your point, this is not this offense from Minnesota has not produced a lot of numbers. They got a running back that's back from injury, so you don't want him coming back in his debut, gashing you for $130 or $120 or even 90. So they got to make sure they're tackling sure, man.
It's interesting because I look through, in the past, and Minnesota's had a couple of disappointing years in comparison to the rest of them, the Golden Gophers. But you look back in like 2022, they were 15th in the country in rushing offense. In 2021, they were 25th in the country in rushing offense. In 2020, they were top 20 as well, again, in rushing offense. 2019, same story there, top 15 in rushing offense in the season. This is, once again, we're seeing the pivot, maybe unintentional pivot for Minnesota. The inability to run the ball right now, as of right now, is Nebraska. Now it's a disadvantage for Nebraska because Nebraska's rush defense isn't very good either. But it is what it is.
What text before we get to the break? I thought Anthony in Portland is a good one. And now people sample Mariah Carey fantasy like that was original. Exactly, Tom. This is Nick. I was a little kid. That original song, Mariah Carey's Fantasy, "Genius of Love" was the name of the song. Went, boom, 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 boom. Well, that was the name of the group was Tom Tom Club. And DF will remember that. DF probably had it spinning on his record. So she got fantasies. She sampled that from Genius of Love, Tom Tom Club back in the day.
Gotcha.
So it just shows you all these samples. It goes back, dude, forever. So my man in Portland, that's a great reminder right there, Anthony. That was from Genius of Love, man. During the break, I'll let you hear that song.
Okay.
Man. I'll let you hear that song.
Sounds good.
There was another song called "If You Wanna Ride."
I do know that one.
Don't white horse. Don't ask what white horse is, though. So, that was during the 70s.
We're done.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Fuhrer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Fuhrer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Boxing is back this Saturday with Brawloween at the Complex. The Midwest's best professional boxers will display their best performances, with hometown favorites Clyde Godzilla Johnson and Cody Kerr among the boxers. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com, where you can live stream this event as well. Nebraska football plays on Friday, so Saturday is open for you to attend or watch. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, October 18th. It's Brawloween at the Complex, located at 1555 Yolanda Avenue.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh man. Bill and Bennett, good morning. He goes, I wonder which coach has the saltiest language. He goes, I bet Rob Childress could be close to top of the list. So what do you think, Nick? I have no idea.
I am not going to put anybody in that category.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I know one thing I'll put it, I hate when they put, though, going to golf real quick, when they put the microphones right on people. I know people like, what's the background? I want to hear all that.
Well,
then they get mad.
Yeah.
Well, why is he swearing? Well, because he's competing his wife.
Yeah.
Get the mics out of their mouth then. Don't stop putting them on the tee boxes.
Yeah.
Walking with a microphone and all the rest of that stuff.
You're
so
right.
I don't know.
Absolutely right.
Nick,
what you got?
It is Wednesday. It's hump day, man. This week is going pretty quick, bro.
It is.
It's going to go faster for you with the travel tomorrow as well.
It will.
It's going to go faster. Folks, tomorrow we will have more, talk some more about the candidates They're being spun around. But as Nick's mentioned, you can tell the temperature. It's
settled.
It's settled. It's kind of like, okay. It's just like anything. You hear something that impacts your program, the school you love, or the organization you love. The census get, the antennas are up quite a bit. Then like, what's going on? Then it's there's kind of the calm after the initial storm or shock. But Nick, this is the way of college football right now, man. And there will be more. There's going to be more carnage, Nick. I would bet a lot there'll be more carnage before this month is out. Both pro and college. I was surprised to see the Titans do theirs as early as they did on the pros. Shocked, but not surprised. I'll put it that way. And there's going to be more coming up. And I think Wisconsin is going to be the place to keep your eye on as well.
Yeah, I've said it. I mean, my big, bold take for Wisconsin is end of October for Luke Fickell. These next 2 weeks, it's Ohio State on the road and then Oregon at home.
What if they beat Ohio State, Nick?
Football's on. Never mind.
What if they? What
did Stephen A. Smith say on air? He was like, he was on crack. That's what Stephen A. Smith said one day. If football would be on drugs if Ohio State loses to Wisconsin.
Fickell will walk off the field. You like that? You like that?
Yeah. Fickell might have just bought himself another year if he beats Ohio State.
I'm like, no, fire me. Give me that $25 million right now.
Yeah.
Let me get that $25 million.
Is that what his buyout is? Is 25 for Fickell?
Look that up. I think it's anywhere from 19 to 25. His buyout.
All right.
It's pretty close.
Let's see here. 80% of what's remaining on his initial deal. He would have 4 years and approximately $31.5 million left. That would put his season-ending buyout figure at approximately $25 million.
He ain't gonna be struggling.
That's $24 million less than James Franklin.
Nick, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So real quick before I do history, Nick, adjustment. There was a meme I got to send it to you that came out on Instagram. It's the end of the movie Shawshank Redemption. When he's washing his boat on the beach or he's sanding his boat.
Yeah.
It's the picture of my man Fisher.
Oh, yep.
They got fired and has Franklin walking down the beach as it's like, hey, it says 72 million, 49 million.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was going to tell you, folks, attitude adjustment is this. There is wisdom in your wounds. Wisdom in your wounds. And I thought about that this morning because one of the gentlemen was saying, man, look, he goes, I seen you back from, obviously the back surgery. He goes, man, you had cancer a couple years ago. He goes, man, you got a lot of wounds. I'm like, yeah. He goes, but he's an older gentleman. I see that. He goes, but you know what, young man? There's a lot of wisdom in those wounds.
Wow.
Made a lot of sense, man. That's why I work out with retirees when I go. A lot of wisdom with those guys.
Is that
folks, me and Nick will ride with you tomorrow. Thanks
you guys
for
play
riding with
Parcheesi?
us. I don't know Parcheesi yet. I got to figure out.
It's a good game.
I got to look it up.
Hang around long enough, they'll probably teach you.
I do got them shooting dice in the locker room, though.
Yahtzee!
We'll ride with us tomorrow.
Parkview Animal Hospital and Corn Coast Brewing Company invite you to join them October 18th for Ales Helping Tales at Corn Coast Brewery in Lincoln. Enjoy a limited edition brew available at both Corn Coast Brewing locations in Lincoln and Omaha, as a portion of the proceeds will go to support Brave Animal Rescue in their efforts to help find dogs and cats their forever homes. Parkview Animal Hospital will be on location with great raffle prizes and helping bring awareness about pets in need. They hope to see you there. MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
Boxing is back this Saturday with Brawloween at the